What's going on, my phenomenon? Super Saiyan Phenom here. Welcome back to part 24 of my playthrough of Dragon Ball Z. Kakarot.
He's close.
Hope you've been enjoying watching me play the game so far. If you have, as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to it.
What in the world are you wearing? What the Supreme Kai? And that old timer? Wait, didn't he die? About that.
Majin Buu's already caused that much damage.
So, that's the legendary sword you were talking about, I take it. That thing... It's the Z sword?
Indeed. Let's test it out with some Catchintite, the hardest metal in the universe.
Haha! I bet this thing will cut through that stuff like a hot knife through butter. It's a legendary sword, right? Here goes. Yeah! No way.
It broke.
This can't be. The Z sword.
But it's the ultimate sword!
Well, Supreme Kai, you're the one who wanted to test it out on the hardest stuff around.
But it was supposed to give its wielder the strongest power in the universe.
That shows how little you know, doesn't it?
Huh? Wait, who's the old guy?
Who are you calling an old guy? I'm the Supreme Kai from 15 generations before you.
15 generations before me?
The Supreme Kai?
Many ages ago, a truly evil individual feared my special abilities so much that he sealed me in that sword that you just broke.
He doesn't look like he's got any special abilities. Just looks like an old geezer to me.
Yeah.
Well, I never. I guess I won't tell you what my special ability is then.
What? Come on! I was just kidding!
I'm still not telling you.
I'll get a real woman to kiss you if you promise to tell us.
Are you serious? You're not pulling my leg?
Yeah, I'm totally serious. I knew it. He's the same type as Master Roshi. So then, would this power of yours be enough to defeat Majin Buu?
Well, I can't say for certain, but yes, it should be.
Listen up, Gohan. I can't go back to Earth anymore. I need you to get Bulma up to speed and ask her to cooperate.
Wait. You want me to ask Bulma that?
Look, we're saving the whole universe here. It's a good deal if you ask me.
Even if we do save the universe, Bulma's gonna kill us.
Okay, wait. What kind of abilities are we talking about here?
Right then. As for my special ability, I can release one's true power and raise it beyond its limits. Never heard of an ability like that, have you?
What? Seriously? That sounds like a pretty common ability, actually.
How dare you! I said beyond one's limits. Far beyond. You there. You're the one who pulled the sword out, yes? Come here. Right then. Now just stand there and don't move a muscle.
Okay.
And here we go. For the destruction of Majin Buu. Hey! Hey! Ahem. Go! Go! Yay! Yay!
How long is this gonna take?
The ritual takes 5 hours, but the power increase takes 20.
Huh?
I'm gonna take a nap then. Hang in there, Gohan!
Oh, man.
A day was about to elapse since training began.
Very good, you two. You've more or less perfected it. Think it might be time to see if you can actually pull it off. All right. First, match each other's energy.
Okay.
Good. Now begin.
Countdown to calamity.
Whoa!
This key is overwhelming. They did it! They finally fused!
Oh, good. You did it at least this time. In at least 30 minutes, we'll have you try it again as Super Saiyans.
Don't you think you're underestimating me? I've got what it takes to beat Majin Buu right now!
You don't know the first thing about how strong Majin Buu is. There's absolutely no way you can beat him. Not just yet, anyway.
So can we trust a little punk like this?
In just one single day, the feared Majin Buu easily, after turning some of his victims into clay, he constructed a house. The people of Earth but that ultimately proved but hope. They knew there's a man who overpowered that savior is world.
So that's Majin Buu. This is it, boss.
While Goten and Trunks entered the final stages of their fusion training, Piccolo and Dende kept a watch.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
Don't you... That Majin Buu's pure evil. Not to mention even stronger than before. No! We aren't safe here! Majin Buu now has the power to sense our energies!
Show me!
Huh?
Show me!
Show you? What do you want us to show you?
Show me the guy to fight! You promised me a fight! He must be here. I could feel a very large power.
We do have people here to fight you, but they're sleeping right now. They're gearing up for their fight with you.
Wake them up! I hate waiting!
Damn it. We're out of options. We have to sacrifice the remaining survivors. Wish them back with the Dragon Balls. It's the only way we can stall Majin Buu. That's right! You did say you were going to kill everyone on Earth, right? There are still plenty of people left to kill. Take care of them first, then you can fight.
I killed everyone on Earth. Now I can fight. Show me the guys to fight!
Fine, I'll show you. But you're going to have to wait. They've been sleeping, and they need to get ready.
No!
Mr. Satan's daughter here wants you to wait as well.
Really?
You're right. She smells like Satan. Okay, I'll wait, but only a little.
Go wake up Trunks and Goten and get them into the hyperbolic time chamber, now! Might not be much, but they could still get a few days of training in.
Right.
Piccolo was able to buy. Piccolo had no choice but to escort the irritated Majin Buu to the hyperbolic time chamber.
Here it is.
You took a long time getting here!
Hopefully I stalled him long enough. 1 minute out here is 6 hours in there. They should have been able to get a week's training done. Hopefully.
Ta-da! Boom! We've been waiting for ya! Majin Buu!
Is that them?
Yes! Please, let this work right now. We need a miracle.
Let's do it! Okay! Fusion! Ha! Ta-da! Gotenks is here! Here goes! Super Saiyan!
Whoa! They can turn into a Super Saiyan even after fusing!
I'm gonna get this nice and quick! I wonder what cool move I should use first!
Now! It's my turn to attack!
Tie-dye missile barrage! I'm ending this game right now! Tie-dye missile barrage! How do you like them apples, Tie-dye missile barrage! Super Ghost Kamikaze attack! Super Ghost Kamikaze attack! I was hoping for a longer fight.
Oh, hey! You alright? You got any more powerful attacks?
You bet I do. You just wait. But I kind of want to scare Piccolo a bit. That'd be more exciting. It's no use! I don't have enough energy to pull off any more of my awesome moves! It's all over now! This world is as good as gone! What?
It's the end of the line for you, Majin Buu! Because I just completely destroyed the only thing connecting this place to the world outside of it. All of us are now trapped in here for the rest of our lives.
What?
The only thing you can do is kill us and spend an eternity all by yourself in this vast and empty space.
Why? What about my favorite sweets?
No sweets here. None.
What gives, Piccolo? Why didn't you tell me you were gonna do that? I was planning on using my super awesome move and stuff.
What? Hey! You said you didn't have any of your power left!
I was acting, you know, to make things a little more dramatic.
Idiot! Why make things more dramatic at a time like this?
Hurry up and fix the entrance, you stupid green party pooper!
I can't fix it! You cocky little spoiled brat!
I hate that place! Huh?
Piccolo, what's that?
I don't believe it! How did he... He used his massive energy to rip a hole between dimensions! No!
It's gone!
What was that noise just now?
Lucky!
Majin Buu!
This is perfect. I was just getting hungry. What should I turn you into? I know chocolate!
It's no use. We can't even open a tiny hole.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to use it after all.
What do you mean?
Take a guess. Ta-da!
Hey! What are you?
Yeah!
When? How? What did you just do?
Beats the hell out of me. But I do know I'm super duper strong now. Anyway, we got more important things to do now, right? I did it! Hurry! The hole's gonna close!
Huh?
Yo, yo, yo! Majin Buu! Look who's back and ready to party!
Huh? You look different.
You moron! It's not just my looks that are different. I'm also way, 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 way stronger than before.
You tell me what you did to everyone here right now.
They're here.
You ate them?
Turn them into chocolate!
I am so pissed off now! Yeah! Here comes the pain! You're gonna pay for munching on my people!
It's too bad. I wish there was a crowd around to see me do this.
Huh? What are you going to do?
Just try and guess.
This is no time for your games!
Party pooper. Okay, stand back. Ta-da! Ho!
Cortex, what's happening to you? What? Your hair? Your body? You've been transformed!
You like the new look? You should. Man, I'm wrong. Yeah, just leave everything to me. Hey, with all this crazy hair, I barely recognize myself. At least it's better than pointed ears.
You've become a Super Saiyan 3. How did you do it?
It's no big deal. I'll tell you about it later. I can't stay like this for long. I better get to work. Alright, I made a hole.
Normal state. This is a Super Saiyan. And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that has ascended past a Super Saiyan. Or you could just call this a Super Saiyan 2.
What's a useless transformation? You've changed your hair, so what?
Just wait.
Has he really found a way to surpass an Ascended Saiyan? Is that possible?
He must be bluffing. I mean, what would that make him? Double ascended?
And this.
What's he doing?
Is to go even further beyond.
No, stop it, Goku! If you do this now, it's going to drain away all the time you have left on Earth. And I say you need every second of it as it is.
Since Dad is putting out even more energy than before. I should go. I don't want to get yelled at again.
Like the whole world is shaking apart. What is Goku doing? If he doesn't stop this, everything is going to be destroyed.
Please, somebody make it stop!
What's up guys, and thanks for watching this clip. This clip is Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 3, which is one of the most iconic clip from Dragon Ball. This clip is all about pushing yourself beyond your limits and ascend to the next level. It really inspired me as a kid and is still.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN.
So much fun fighting you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you. I think I'm making a mess. Hey, no fair! Hey!
his Super Saiyan transformation. By the time this chapter was released, Akira Toriyama had been drawing and writing the Dragon Ball story for almost 10 years. Over that decade, his art style changed considerably, going from round and soft in early Dragon Ball to sharp and jagged by the Buu Saga. However, by the time the Buu Saga came around, it was clear that Akira Toriyama had been burned out on the series, and I think that burnout slipped through in some of the panels he produced during that time period when compared with prior arcs. That's not to say I think it's bad or that people can't love it, that was just my impression of this particular section's artwork. I will be sure to point out all the wonderful illustrations I think are in this chapter too. The scene pushes on as Goku proceeds to demonstrate his power-ups. He bursts into Super Saiyan and pushes himself further into Super Saiyan 2. But, fun fact, despite the first Super Saiyan 2 being Gohan back in the Cell Saga, the name Super Saiyan 2 was first used by Goku in this very scene. Up until this point, it had been referred to as an Ascended Super Saiyan. Babidi at this point isn't impressed, proclaiming that he can barely notice a difference. And that's when Goku pushes for the next level. The power-up itself takes up 2 full pages, with the third being the reveal of Goku's Super Saiyan 3 in a full-page spread. The panel itself features one of the few times Akira Toriyama used midtones. It's a terrific illustration. Buu goes on to remark that he looks scary, but that he's not afraid. Babidi then instructs Buu to finish him off, and in that instant, Goku begins his assault on Majin Buu, which involves some of my favorite panels from this arc. Goku throws Buu into the water, but he bounces back almost immediately, firing a barrage of blasts towards the Saiyan that he blocks with relative ease. As Buu flies closer, Goku notices that his attacks haven't hurt him at all. In a flash, Buu stretches his arm to sucker punch Goku in the face. However, both he and Buu are left smiling in the end, leaving King Kai to scream, "If you keep using your power, you'll lose the time you have left on Earth, and you still have to teach fusion to the kids." And that concludes the manga's chapter. Now let's see how the other versions compare. Starting with the original Japanese broadcast. Original release, November 9th, 1994. First things first, let's talk filler. During the conversation between Goku, Babidi, and Majin Buu, all the bases are covered. However, the dialogue is stretched out somewhat, with Goku even taking mental notes of Buu's seemingly weak appearance. Additionally, there's a section towards the end that features Dr. Briefs and Trunks retrieving the radar. This isn't shown in the manga. With that said, the episode proceeds as normal, covering all the bases as Goku powers down into base form, ready to give Buu and Babidi the best light show they've ever seen. Goku bursts into Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. The scene differs visually from the manga in that it gives a wider view of the transformations themselves, while also providing
Meanwhile, in
the
the
panels
land of
that
the
Akira
Kais,
Toriyama used in the
Gohan
manga. This is a great
continued to
visual
undergo the
translation
ritual
of the
to
source
unleash
material,
even
adding to
more
it for the sake of
his
visual
latent
flair.
power.
During this, the gang at the lookout all speculate as to what Goku might have up his sleeve when... The artwork is magnificent in this scene, and the direction for the transformation itself is breathtaking, utilizing the manga for direction, but adding to it in ways that make sense for an animation medium. Electricity, flashing aura, sweat droplets, additional angles, and environmental animation through the ocean, cities, and clouds, building this up to be the biggest and most spectacular transformation in the series to date. Somewhat interestingly, there's an extra cutscene showing Goku revert to an ape, his regular adult form, and ultimately a child, as he explodes into a fully realized Super Saiyan 3, with the color palette, lighting, and final reveal illustration speaking for itself. The fight that ensues proceeds as normal, however the action is prolonged and stretched out in order to fit within the runtime of that episode. One final thing of note is that the episode sports the Kikuchi score, which accompanied the original run of Dragon Ball. It's a score that is still held in high regard amongst the fans of this version today. But before we jump ahead to the Funimation dub, I want to quickly thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. Article 13 has passed in Europe. which means the internet freedoms of millions of people have been put at risk. But thankfully, NordVPN has given me peace of mind. If you follow the link in the description, nordvpn.com/TotallyNotMark, and use coupon code TotallyNotMark, you can get 75% off and protect yourself for 3 years, while getting an extra month for free. Don't let Article 13 or net neutrality dictate what you can do online. Protect yourself with NordVPN's military-grade encryption, enable it on your Android and iOS devices, and my personal favorite, never worry about region locks again. Go to nordvpn.com/TotallyNotMark and use coupon code TotallyNotMark to protect yourself online today. And so, with that covered, let's look at how the early Funimation dub measures up. Originally released on September 26, 2002, over 8 years after its original air date in Japan, folks in the West finally got an English dub of this scene, titled Super Saiyan 3. The interpretation of events is identical to the original Japanese version visually. That said, there are a host of differences from a dialogue perspective, so let's take a look. Trunks' motivation to stop and stare instead of retrieving the radar is different. In the manga, he just stops because he's overwhelmed by Goku's strength, remarking that he's as strong as his father before he transforms further. This is the moment that triggers Goku to tell him to get going. In Funimation's version, Trunks stops because he doesn't recognize the power of Goku. He explains that it might be that monster and that Goku might need his help, finally begging for someone to give him a sign as to what he should do, giving Goku the cue to say, "What are you doing?" Goku regains the attention of Babidi and Buu as he powers down, demonstrating his base form. He elevates to Super Saiyan and eventually Super Saiyan 2, explaining what they are to the two evildoers. What follows is one of the most famous performances by the English voice actor of Goku, Mr. Sean Schimmel.
Yes, to go even further beyond!
What follows are literal minutes of screaming and one of the most famous Brute Falconer tracks in circulation, the Super Saiyan 3 theme. The rest of the episode proceeds as normal, featuring in the Kikuchi score's place, as I mentioned earlier, the Bruce Faulkner score. And with that one done, let's jump forward to our last version, Dragon Ball Kai, entitled Delay Majin Buu, The Limit, Super Saiyan 3. This episode was redubbed and released on October 19th, 2014 in Japan, but wouldn't be released until September 23rd, 2017 for English-speaking audiences. The driving force behind the Dragon Ball Kai redub of the series was to essentially have a recut, streamlined version of the original run of the Dragon Ball anime, aiming to cut out much of the filler portions in the story where possible. And they pretty much did that with this episode. Its pacing is noticeably faster. However, with that said, there are still cutaways to the tournament grounds with Mr. Satan delivering speeches to the audience. The dialogue in the Japanese version itself is just as faithful and accurate as the initial broadcast from the 90s was. So let's focus and take a look at the English dub of this section. The scene with Trunks' stopping has been rescripted to be more in line with the original Japanese broadcast. Trunks now stops and remarks that Goku is as strong as his dad was in Super Saiyan 2. The confusion that was once there in the original Funimation dub has been replaced with shock and awe similar to the manga and original broadcast.
This next level goes way beyond Super Saiyan 2!
There isn't really much to comment on regarding the subsequent power-up that I haven't already pointed out. It's just as visually impressive, and both performances are just as great as they were in prior versions. The music used is neither the Kikuchi score or the Bruce Faulkner tracks, but the Sumitomo soundtrack. Sumitomo has since gone on to produce the soundtracks for Super and the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Something of note is that a substantial amount of criticism has been lobbed at Dragon Ball Kai's visuals specifically during this portion of the story. The visuals have been criticized as being overly saturated in color and in some cases poorly color corrected when compared alongside the original series. And so, as promised, this is where things get really interesting. Now that I have broken down the original manga chapter from 1994, the original Japanese broadcast from that same year, the Funimation dub from 2002, and Dragon Ball Kai's version from 2014 and 17, I would like to present you with the opportunity to cast your vote a second time. Click here and let us know which interpretation of the events outlined do you think presented it best. Did your opinion change or did it stay the same? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really interested to
Goku and the others kept their eyes glued to Elder Kai's crystal ball as they followed Gotenk's battle with Majin Buu.
No way! They're back to normal now. Hey, can you pick up the pace, Gramps? I don't know about you, but the kids are running out of power over here.
Are you serious, Dad?
Yeah, at this rate, they're goners.
All right, off you go. I actually finished about 5 minutes ago.
You're finished?
"5 minutes? Why didn't you tell me sooner?"
You fool! Sending you off when the situation is dire is much more dramatic.
Oh no. I'd better hurry or I'm not gonna make it. Okay, so how am I supposed to become this ultimate warrior?
What do you mean? You turn into that super whatever all the time. It's like that. Just fire yourself up and you'll see.
It's like turning into a Super Saiyan, huh? Okay. This is incredible. Do you see this, Dad?
Yeah. It really is incredible.
To Earth, before things go so far that they can't be undone.
Allow me to send our new hero to his destination.
Sorry I can't join you, Gohan. I wish I could. I gotta stay here. I wish for a lot of things. I wish I could have seen you grow up.
Dad!
This is probably the last time I'll see you, Gohan. At least until you die. Good luck, son. Show Majin Buu what you can do.
I will.
Let it happen.
I'll take
Just
my
make
leave.
sure you let it.
We're counting on
All I
you.
have to